In this video essay, I will explain what polynuclear cities and regions are, how they came about, what is their significance, what they do and don't do well, and present some examples of polynuclears in practice. The information presented in this video will be based on a methodological paper examining polynuclearity as a spatial measure of urban sprawl by Polish researchers Piotr Letiński and Piotr Serafin from 2021, as well as the first issue of the Urbanet report on polynuclear urban regions in northwestern Europe from 2001. Bibliography containing sources and references can be found in the video description. In contemporary planning practices, the spatial configuration of economic activities is considered as a key factor of economic success and facilitating socio-economic goals of a region. Besides economics, competent planning plays a crucial role in all dimensions of sustainability of an area. However, that wasn't always the case. In 1937, Earl Draper, an American planner, coined the term urban sprawl, defined as a spontaneous change in the spatial structure of suburban communes resulting from the intensification of suburbanization with a low control degree of these processes on the part of the spatial policy. It is associated with a number of negative effects. Those include economic losses due to ineffectiveness of transport, car dependency, and social segregation. It rose to popularity in the 20th century, with spatial planning a yet undeveloped field and private transport a rising commodity. This poor quality of planning caused faster growth of urban area than population, leading to multiple features distinguished by Dr. Wright Ewing in both the spatial and functional domain. In land development, amongst others, those encompass leapfrog, location of small residential housing in a non-adjacent manner, ribbon development, settling along transport routes, or well-known dispersal. The second, derived functional domain, concerns the previous issues, low transport accessibility and social segregation. Based on the distribution of buildings in space, one of 8 dimensions of sprawl can be distinguished: polynuclearity. According to Urbanet, a polynuclear urban region can be defined as being composed of distinct cities located roughly within commuting distance, the larger of which do not differ significantly in terms of size or overall economic and political importance. The structure of the polynuclear city is then the development spread over several intensively built-up areas, compared to a mononuclear development limited to the city center. Polynuclearity is thus the spatial aspect of urban sprawl, while polycentricity is the functional aspect. In well spatially managed cities, polynuclearity could be a conscious planning practice, similar to zoning. Polynuclearity cannot be detached from polycentricity, and it is that functional side that determines the main strengths and weaknesses of the concept. By creating a more distributed economic landscape, polycentricity can reduce the high operating costs of real estate, transport, or congestion compared to a monocentricity. Of course, on the other hand, it can multiply these new problems over the new centers. A strong positive are externalities that stem from the clustering business entities within the nuclear. However, they also create economic homogeneity within them, which can be a limiter. Polynuclearity can be seen most clearly in some of the largest cities in the world: Seoul, Rome, Istanbul, or Shanghai. A more tangible example of polynuclearity are large regions such as Rhine-Ruhr area in West Germany. The region itself can be seen as a functional unit, especially in the sense of commuter and consumer patterns. Due to its large coal and iron deposits, it grew rapidly during industrialization, later retaining its manufacturing role. Rhine-Ruhr is one of Germany's most important business areas because of the high density of industrial firms and private households. In conclusion, the concept of polynuclear cities is here to stay. Rapidly progressing urbanization leaves less land and requires effective planning, causing inadvertent formation of multiple nuclei within existing cities, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. High density on small areas can be used as a planning tool if combined with developed functional linkages, meaning polycentricity.